Admitting my mind control. Something just told me that's the title of this video, and now it begins. I need to admit my mind control. The fear of what other people think about me. Even though as I made that last video, there was a guy that doesn't like me very much who works at Access TV who heard everything I said in that last video. And people generally resent me for being who I am, whether they know me from Access TV or just my energy. And a lot of people that look at conspiracy research, I mean, they're looked at like dogs by other people. It's like who and what we are, some of us that have a different way of looking at life, we're so threatening to them. So threatening to them. Admitting my mind control is admitting to being under the spell, tear. A lot of it comes from childhood trauma that I never really healed from, that I don't really talk about, that still bothers me. I'm very upset with certain family members. And I think I will be the rest of my life. And there's been just a lot of shit I've just dealt with throughout my life, and I've turned into someone that's deathly afraid of conflict with certain people and offending people. And I've been conditioned to be so afraid on so many different fronts, it's not even funny. Afraid, and in turn I'm attacked. You know, I talk a lot about women on my channel as I try to give a conscious perspective on relationships today. Doesn't matter how feminized you can be to some of these women, open up a door for them, kind of look down at the ground, and they don't respect that. So even though we live in a world where, you know, people seem to have an attitude about people being forward and passionate and opinionated, and I try to be respectful to people, all people do is just seem to walk on you for it, or walk on me for it. And I'll talk more about this as I become more mature as an adult. You know, there's a time, a lot of adults never grow up. A lot of them are still kids. And then again, sometimes you meet some really aware and mature kids. You know, a lot of us got to do what we're doing, speak our truth, regardless of what other people are going to say and do to us. You know, David Icke is the first person I really heard say that, and I've seen David Icke go against his own quote. As brilliant as the man is, as spiritual as I have perceived him to be in the past. You can be a great intellectual and really break down what's going on and be imperfect, and that's okay. No one's supposed to be playing guru. We don't need a guru. But I'm definitely not perfect when I suggest certain things, and I do suggest that we not succumb to the fear of what other people think about us. But I'm really saying that to myself as well, because so much of my life has been about that conditioning. The rejection from women, rejection from jobs, rejection from roommate situations. I've had so much stripped of me, and now I'm at the point where I got to do everything myself. And there's other people that give encouragement from afar, but as far as doing the media myself, not all things we can do ourselves, but to have a self-determined attitude is what's important. And a lot of these experiences that I'm having is forcing me out of survival right now, emotional survival, to do that, to be self-reliant, without love, without family, without empathetic family most of all, that understands what I'm going through, that communicates with me, that actually speaks to me and actually connects with me. The fact that I'm not connected with any family at all, including my mother and my father, has nearly killed me. And I am so ashamed and embarrassed for my parents. There was a time in my life where I was crying for help, and neither of them got the message when I nearly killed myself 15 years ago. And they still haven't figured it out, and they never will. Why was I thrust in this incarnation to feel haunted by my past as well as my present? I don't know. But I believe things happen for a reason. So I'm in a state of deep reflection as I sit here on this sweltering hot day without a fan, trying to escape the loud, dirty world outside as the sweat just pours out from my very being as I can smell my own fragrance. This is a very real experience as I live in social exile, just like my 11th century Sufi ancestor. What the fuck?